Joey Vantes here for Fight the Slaps. Thank you guys for being here with me on this very important Sunday. Now, if you haven't seen, a $95 billion package, a foreign aid package is what they're calling it, was approved, okay, in the House specifically for disbursement between these three countries, Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan. Now, mind you, here in America, we are having a homelessness epidemic, a drug epidemic. People are losing their homes. You know what's interesting is my wife, she called our mortgage company a couple days ago just to discuss a couple of things, talk about the home valuation, what's remaining, etc., just a number of things there. And the lady was telling my wife that she was so stressed out and overwhelmed because of the amount of calls that she had been receiving, and that finally she had received a little bit of a different call. But how many phone calls she had received back to back to back from people going into foreclosure, people trying to work out deals to extend their time before they go into foreclosure. People are losing their homes. People can't even rent homes because the price of the interest is so high that all these different homeowners have raised the value of their homes for a monthly rental fee. People can't buy the foods that they need. We've seen what happened, and they're burning all the eggs because of this H5N1 thing. We're looking at plants and various facilities that are handling food, vegetables, etc., being burned, and it's not being talked about in the news. There's all these things happening, the economic crisis in our country. And if you're anybody but the United States taxpayer who actually pays these fees on a consistent basis, you will get a foreign aid package. But let me kind of give you some insight in case you've thought otherwise. This isn't about giving other countries foreign aid just because we want to be chummy with them and support the world and be the good guy. No, it's not about that. It's about the fact that you have corrupt politicians that are intertwined within a global network of elites who have a very specific strategic and intentional plan to destroy the United States of America. The United States that bring together what we know as America. They are purposely trying to destroy and take it down. Why are they doing this? Because they've come into agreement with a global elite alliance. They've been installed in their positions of power and authority. And the plan and the play for their puppet masters telling them what to do is to dismantle the United States. We are experiencing a coup d'etat. Make no mistake about it. This is not just us trying to be nice. We are bankrupting ourselves on purpose by these installed people who haven't even taken an official oath of office to be in their positions, yet they are making these decisions for Americans. And if I remember correctly, the way a democracy works is it is run by the right and the will of the people. We vote, we elect. Not stolen elections, not people who are taking positions of power and authority without the people's consent, which is exactly what's happened. So they're taking this money, they're destroying America, imploding it from within. A war is being waged. This is fifth generation, sixth generation warfare. It's an attack mentally and through the means of technology. Propaganda warfares. Never even lifting a weapon, and we are being destroyed. And guess what? While they're destroying us, we're being entertained to death. We're buying up the narratives on the mainstream media. We're buying into all these lies and this corruption, and we are just falling flat on our faces. And I want to show you this video because this should provoke something inside of you. This should get you upset as a citizen who pays taxes, who works hard, who believes in the freedom of this country, who believes in the ability to have your rights, your constitutional rights, etc. You should be upset. I want to show you this video of when they passed this bill in the House and what they were doing. Tell me what you think about this when they're waving another country's flag, knowing what's going on. I'm going to show you these two videos back to back. The first one I'm going to show you is what they did in the House when they passed this bill. Watch this.
Вибухи, привітання. Друзі, Законопроект про допомогу Україні пройшов схвалення Палати представників. Тепер це офіційно.
And now that you see that, now that you see what they were doing, how they were approving your hard-earned money, saying where your hard-earned money is going to go, you didn't get to decide, did you? You didn't get a say in this, a choice. And let me just calm it down real quick. We didn't even get a choice. We didn't even get a say in the matter. They just did it. And it will happen. And this next video is what America looks like right now. This is not a third world country, a war zone. This is the United States of America. This is just a piece, a fraction of the problem that's going on right now. We could talk about the squatters who are coming in and taking over people's homes. We can talk about the illegal immigration, the immigrants that are pouring across our borders, military-aged men coming, raping, killing young college girls. We can talk about them bringing in all kinds of disease and sickness because they aren't vaccinated. We're not even talking about the COVID-2 vax. We're talking about vaccinated from all these other things, and they're bringing in stuff. And yet, we are the ones being forced. They're getting free rides, free meals. They're getting all these $1,000 of monthly freebies, places to live, committing crimes, doing all kinds of insanity. Well, we, the taxpayer, are struggling, losing our shirts, losing our homes, not being able to put food on the table, don't know where things are going to come from next, going not in month to month anymore, week to week sometimes in some instances. So I show you all this so that you can get a more clear picture that the more that we do nothing and say nothing, we are being taken over by a coup d'etat. It's right out in the open. We have to go to our local leaders. We have to band together, protest against this. We have to stand against this. Go to your governor's office, protest, stand against this. Go to our federal facilities, protest, stand against this. I'm not talking about inciting violence. I'm talking about utilizing the legal means. These people need to be fired. We are the people. We have the say. They are only in these positions if we vote for them, which we haven't. These things have been stolen, people have been installed, and we have to utilize the provisions inside the Constitution and our legal means to band together and finally stand and use our voices to fight back. We can no longer stay silent because I'm telling you, you are not going to ignore the problem and it's just going to go away. It's going to continue to persist and it's going to grow and gain momentum until finally we are in some type of camp. We're in some type of enclosure where we have no say, no authority, no freedom, no nothing. That's the plan. That's the goal. They're talking, people like in the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, Yuval Noah Harari, and these other elites. They're talking about wanting to chip people. They're talking about surveillance under the skin, controlling your thoughts, controlling your moves, knowing where you're going, giving you ESG scores, which they've already installed and instituted. It's just not widely being said. Giving you a social credit score. That is the plan, is for total and complete control and annihilation. The depopulation agenda is already at play. Look at what's happening with the transgender speech and the way that they're pushing this on kids. I mean, they're basically making kids at a young age question who they are. Did you know? This is a fact right here. This is pretty crazy. I was looking at some of the stats for this. Back in 1993, people in their 30s, from like age 30 to 34, couples, married couples, had at least one child. So that it was at like 60% basically that they would have at least one child at that point in time in that age group. Now, today in 2024, less than 27% of married couples in the age of 30 to 34 don't even have one child. 27% only have one child. That's a huge difference in percentage. We are at a place where they are getting people to buy into this whole carbon nonsense, the climate crisis, this depopulation agenda that Ted Turner, you're talking about Bill Gates, you're talking about all these various elites have spoken this into existence, and people have bought up the lie and believed it. And it's being carried out upon us. We have to fight back. This is absurd. Everything that you're seeing is leading towards the final destruction and takeover of America. Will you stand by and allow this to occur, or will you stand up and actually do something about it? I would rather die on my feet fighting than to be on my knees begging and allowing them to do this. I will not stand for it, and I hope you won't either. Guys, listen, I appreciate you. If this content's valuable to you, make sure you subscribe. Listen, as always, if this content gets taken off of this platform, follow me. Go to my website directly, joeyvontes.com. It is uncensored, unfiltered. It is a place where they cannot take what we have. You can also go to fightthepsyops.com or watchthis.media. Make sure you get on both of my sites. Make sure you're there. You follow me. Listen, guys, we have a members only page. It's $4.99 per month. That's how you support what we do here at Fight the Psyops. You can also get the tees, the shirts, the hoodies, the hats. We have so much more. I have my audio and ebooks. Please support. We are alternative independent media. We can't do this without you. They're trying to silence and censor us, which they've been doing a pretty good job across the platforms. And we need finances to be able to continue to go out and travel, investigate, research, put these reports out there, giving you guys the news and making sure people have the truth. Because there's a lot of lies, but very little truth that's bleeding through. And we are here because of you. Continue to support us. You can also donate to us directly. The link's down below in the description, depending on where you're watching this, or in my bio. And I thank you guys so much. Big shout out to my partner, The Wellness Company. Pick up your kits that include everything in there that you need to be protected in the event that something takes place, pandemics, etc. Guys, we know now Big Pharma is pushing an agenda. The Wellness Company is completely anti-Big Pharma. They're giving you the medications you need so you don't have to wait 16, 17 hours inside of an emergency room, picking up some other illness or getting just a simple medicine. And as we saw with these 911 outages, if things go out, you can't even get through to emergency services. Get what you need now to protect your family. All the proper antibiotics, medications, etc. prescribed by a doctor. They also provide telehealth. They also provide nutraceuticals and supplements so you can keep your body and your immune system healthy and strong. The Wellness Company, use code Joey, save $30 off of the emergency kits, and you get free shipping on top of it. I went to bat for you. Use it. Thanks, guys, so much. And until next time, continue to fight those psyops.